Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a special reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings. If you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link and my official Instagram, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Sag, right before we begin, this also happened in the Leo reading. Your spirit guides have just come in on this side. It's almost as if they put their hand right on the side of my head. They've muted my ear. It's always this indication, this beautiful indication to me that your spirit guides are here and that they have important messages to give you. These messages in this series of readings is all about messages for the lost. And they're born out of the simple fact that I have been feeling very lost lately. And I dare say that the collective has been feeling the same. There's just so much upheaval and turmoil in the world. And, you know, one of the things and one of the main reasons why I read tarot is to provide some kind of guidance from spirit. It's something that I've been tasked to do, and I am blessed to be able to do this. And so I wanted to reach out to people who might be feeling a little lost right now to try and provide some clarity. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one for the overall energy will be from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and the tarot will be the Light Seers Tarot. That was really weird when I held it kind of up to my head, and then I saw this wisp of hair, of what looks like my hair. That's bizarre. I've never done that before. What's that about, Spirit? I don't know. Spirit's not giving that one to me. It feels weird though. It's like I melted into the image. What's that about? Do you feel like you're kind of, thank you, Spirit. Do you feel like you're kind of disappearing into the background, disappearing into the noise, into the chaos? Do you feel like you want to be seen and heard? Or it's important that you are seen and heard? That you stand out somehow? That you make your statement known? Take it as it resonates. I don't know what that's about, but that was very interesting. I'm going to be getting one card from Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle. Messages for the lost. This is for Sagittarius. Thank you. Oh, flip back in the deck. I'm not going to take it. Messages for Sagittarius. Thank you. Wow. Okay, so two cards flipped at the same time. I will take both of them. That hasn't happened so far in this series of readings. The first one, number 45, which reduces to a 9, corresponding to the Hermit card of the Major Arcana, Virgo energy. The Hermit card talks about going within to seek spirituality, to seek the highest order of spirituality that we can attain, to discover our gifts, our spiritual gifts, to address our triggers and our traumas, to awaken the Kundalini. Card is time to go. But I don't feel like it's like time to exit the scene, time to exit stage left. I don't feel like it's like more like it's time to get up and go. That's what I've more felt from that. It's time to get up and go. Because, you know why? Because she's running towards something. She's not running away from something. She's running towards something. It very much feels like the, I see the Eight of Cups card in my mind's eye. The Eight of Cups is walking away from 8 full cups. Not knowing where you're headed, but knowing that you're walking towards 9 cups, wish fulfillment, towards something better. And the other card, number 22, which is a master number, so we don't reduce it. The card is blessed. Blessed. This feels like gratitude. Sagittarius is just, there's so much that we need to do, but we're blessed because we're able to do them. Right? We're blessed because we're in the position where we have resources, we have soul tribe members, friends, family. We have things at our disposal that allow us to move, to act, to forge ahead, to change. So I'm going to be pulling 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. I am only taking uprights in this reading. Upright cards. I am not reading reversals. The first section will be, what am I struggling with? The second section will be, what can I do for myself? And the third section will be, what can I do for the world? What can I do for the world? This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Messages for the lost. Messages for the lost. One more. One more for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. 6 cards out on the table. The first one, what is Sagittarius struggling with? You got the 2 of Swords. Too many thoughts causing us to not be able to see clearly. This could be 2 different people or 2 different opinions, or simply opinions coming from both sides, from all sides. The messaging is confusing and you're up in your head about it. There's some pressure I feel from a Sagittarian. It's like pressure you're putting on yourself. It's like, well, I should know better. This shouldn't be confusing to me. I should know better. But not everything is black and white, and I think that you are realizing that. But it's tangled, it's messy. Feels very, very messy. I'm looking at the tattoo that's kind of on the forearm area. It looks like a scale of some kind, weighing the options. You're struggling with that though. This is what you're struggling with. Is somebody making you make a decision? Is somebody kind of putting you on the spot? Thank you, Spirit. I was like, what is it? Is somebody putting you on the spot, making you feel like you have to answer or justify an answer, justify your viewpoint on something? Spirit is giving me a very specific image in my mind of somebody that I deeply love and respect saying something that I thought was just completely wackadoo, and not in all keeping with my values and what I believe. And you know, at the end, it was just like I found myself arguing with this person. I'm like, why am I arguing with you? What you said was completely wackadoo, but I'm not going to be here and try to change your mind. You think what you think, that's fine. I think what I think, we're not going to reach any kind of agreement. So I can sit here and try to justify it, or I can just walk away from this conversation. What I more said was like, we're not talking about this anymore. And it's not because I want to remain in some kind of ignorance, or I don't want to hear that person's opinion, but I've heard enough of that person's opinion on that particular issue. And there's no debating, right? So I feel like it's somebody like putting you to task, or somebody, you know, making you question. Something making you question, because I see these as people, voices, opinions. And here you are just trying to like, I am just trying to vibe high. Like, can we not, please, with all of this poking and prodding, can I just, like, the world is chaotic and I am just trying to find my little corner of the room, my neck of the woods, my little bubble. Not because I'm trying to isolate myself, but because I'm trying to foster a sense of peace, peace of mind, a sense of self again, trying to be compassionate. It can be very difficult, especially in times like these. Remember, these are messages for the lost. This is what you're struggling with. This is what you want: peace, tranquility, calm. But there's always this energy down here that's trying to burst the bubble. Can I get a clarifier for what Sagittarius is struggling with? Thank you. 2 cards came out. Yeah. Does it get any more obvious than this? The 3 of Swords. The heartache, heartbreak card. The disappointment card. Look, I mean, she's crying out. Make it make sense, Spirit. Why am I constantly being made to conform to this heartbreak? Why do I have to do that? Why do I have to be okay with this? That's what I feel. Knight of Wands. This is Sagittarian energy. Knight of Wands is passionate, spontaneous, is a go-getter. Knight of Wands knows what they think and feel and goes after it. It's this sense that, like, can we just recapture this piece of myself? Can I recapture that? It's almost like I see these 2 people as the same person. It's like 2 sides of the same coin, the same person. And this one's just kind of crying out, like, where are you? Like, that feels bad. That feels like, I don't like that feeling. It's almost like you're looking for the joyous parts of who you are. They're still there, Sag. That's the challenge, isn't it? That's the deep spiritual challenge. In the face of this kind of adversity, this kind of disappointment, heartache, heartbreak, can you recapture the core of who you are? Can you bring a little bit of joy to your neck of the woods? This is the task of the light worker. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially right now, to be an empath in the world. I mean, I'm sleeping a lot more than I used to. I'm pretty good at, not pretty good, that's not a good thing, but like I can go on little sleep, but like lately I've just been, I need to find ways to quiet the world somehow, because I feel so much of it. I feel it very deeply, and it sucks, you know? So, because some people, they can just shut it off. A lot of people can't. But some people can. I cannot shut it off. I wish I could. So there's this part of you that's aching to kind of get back to your Sagittarius vibe. This is the struggle. What can I do for myself? Right now, Queen of Swords, the Hanged Man, number 12 of the Major Arcana, Pisces, Virgo energy. Queen of Swords is Libra. Right now, what you can do for yourself is to try to separate yourself a little bit from the feeling component and look at things in a very logical, rational, discerning way. And that can seem kind of cold, but it's what is required according to these cards. The Queen of Swords looks for the truth and nothing but the truth. She already knows the truth. She's lived the truth. She just kind of wants to know if everybody else knows it. You don't mess around with the Queen of Swords. She's very sarcastic, very smart. Smarter than you. Not you, Sag. You're the Queen of Swords. But she's very smart. You don't mess with her. It's like she asks you the question, but she already knows the answer. She just wants to know if you know the answer. The Hanged Man, or the Hanged One, is an archetype that talks about somebody who goes into the tree of knowledge to get some much needed perspective. This is all about like looking at things with a very discerning perspective. Can I separate out my personal feelings from the situation at hand and make decisions based on what makes logical sense? That sounds horrible, I think, to a Sag. I'm a Sag rising. For me, that just like, it's completely devoid of passion, of emotion, but sometimes it's what's needed. It's actually how, this is what can I do for myself. This is how, it's like a spiritual, it's kind of like a coping mechanism. Of course, you are a sentient, passionate, feeling person, but what is going to help you at this time is just being very, very logical about things. Why do we have to be so logical, Spirit? Why do we have to be so logical? Self-preservation. The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords comes after the Three. This is still really raw for you, Sag. And Spirit says it's part of coping. It's self-care. Now, it's not Spirit saying this is how you always have to be. It's just, the reading is just taking a temperature on what you need to hear right now. What you need to hear right now is that things are kind of overwhelming. And so this wasn't I just talking about sleeping a lot too? This is a card of rest and recuperation. So you could be needing some rest because maybe we're not thinking as clearly because we've lost sleep. That could literally be it. But it's also talking about this is how we are going to navigate the world when we think logically and rationally, and we look at all the evidence and look at all the information, right? And it's not to say that in any way that is passivity. That's not passivity. You can still act and move with that information. It's not passivity, although Spirit is calling for some rest. So it's not, I don't want you to think that it's just like, oh, Spirit wants me to just sit on the sidelines and like have a latte and just call it a day. That's not what I'm saying. But it's just talking also about like mental health. If we hope to do good in this world, we have to fill our own cup. We have to take care of ourselves first before we can go out there and change things. Whatever those things are. They don't even have to be world things, global things. They can just be in your soul tribe. They can just be in your job scenario or in your family. What can I do for the world? I mean, continue to believe, to dream big, to believe in the fact that you can be a part of the healing with the star, a guiding light, a beacon of hope. You can be that. You can set that example. Three of Wands. What you can do for the world. See, this is a card of like waiting on the shoreline, waiting to catch that perfect wave. Spirit is challenging you to kind of jump in the proverbial waters, right? Spirit wanted me to pause there. I think that it's like somebody saying, how can I like be the beacon of light when I don't have a beacon of light? I can't answer that question for you. I just know that I've been in that headspace. The beacon of light is always Spirit for me. Even if I'm mad at Spirit, and I will tell you, I've been mad. I've been tested. I've been mad at Spirit so many times. But for me, turning to Spirit is the beacon of light. It's up to you. It's your choice. I think that you can be this example for others. The theme of the readings, the series of readings, has become very, very clear to me. This is the 6th reading I've done so far. And that theme is centered around authenticity, coming back to self, which is what is trying to happen here. Coming back to self. It seems like counterintuitive, right? Well, if I focus all the energy and healing on myself, then I can actually heal the world. Like, but that seems selfish because I'm just focusing on me. It's like, no, you have a divine path and a divine purpose here. So doesn't it make sense that if you were to actually enact that path, walk that path that was uniquely carved out for you by the universe, wouldn't it make sense that others would see you as an inspiration and setting the example of somebody who is sitting fully in their authenticity? It's just something to think about. I'm going to read from the book, both cards. Let's start with number 22, Blessed. Blessed. Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Grace that is an unforeseen gift from Spirit. There are moments in life when out of the blue, it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. It's as if the Red Sea parts in front of you and events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, and yet here you are. This is one of those times. Let awe and gratitude for all your blessings guide you now. Start with sitting in a space of gratitude. One of the hardest things we can do when we're feeling very angry or frustrated or pissed off. Number 45, time to go. I'm going to show you the card again. Number 45, time to go. Endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. That's amazing. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There's nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. That is your reading, Sag. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Sag.